Tonight, 11,000 people have packed out the Sears Centre. This is episode number 8. This is World Wrestling Federation, and this is September 1993. We have our opening package of shows: The Ultimate Warrior, Vader, Michaels, Taker, Savage, Sting, Perfect, and Ted DiBiase. 73B-, and we open up with 79B as Sting comes down to the ring. All excited about tonight's show, and he goes, all of you have noticed, I came here when the thing was business, but we are 3 months away from Survivor Series. Now I'm going to say why I came. Yes, it is because I get a guaranteed pay instead of being paid when I'm used. I'm here for one person, that is the WWF champion, Vader. I hate him carrying his company down with him. He is a disgrace and should not be champion. And then Vader's music hits and he comes out and he goes, so Bret Hart got destroyed in the cage and is not here tonight. That's not true, he is here, because I use him. Got destroyed in the cage. Just changed that to guys last night. Shut up, you lot. Now, Sting, you have met me right here on Raw. That night I kicked your ass and you kept this title. Now you might say there's 3 months until Survivor Series, but WWF is hosting a TV and Madison Square Garden event in 4 weeks, and let's make it official. Sting versus Vader for the WWF Championship. And Sting's like, that's what I wanted. So, you on? Get ready to lose that WWF title. This is going to be an ongoing story. I haven't set up the Madison Square Garden TV special, but this is going to be an ongoing story for a while. So, expect it to improve. In an extremely short match, the Ringmaster defeated Crush in 4:37 by pin with the stun gun. Crush 58, Ringmaster 63, Noah Crew 63C. Finding above a decent wrestling member cheat, the Headringers defeated the Eliminators in 7:01 when Samu defeated John Chorus by pinfall the double diving headbutt. The Headringers make defense number 5 of their WWF World Tag Team titles. John Chorus 40, Pace 42, Fatu 56, Samu 61. Noah Cabrera 58C-, which is not bad. And we're gonna Blinky. And afterwards, the Bushwhackers come out and they go, I've just seen the light. We work here on Mondays and ECW's on Fridays. You seen the light? And that light is Butch. And Butch is like, that anyone can kick ass. And we're coming for you and your leader. We're going to be tag team champions. And they are, of course, assimilating to Afu, who is a Hall of Famer now. So is Hogan and a few others. In above a great heat and good wrestling, the Great Muta defeated Yokozuna in 8:17 by pinfall the Shining Wizard. Yokozuna 66, the Great Muta 64, Noah Prince 60+. And then Gene Okerlund's backstage. He's like, welcome back to War. Joining me now, the Intercontinental Champion, Shawn Michaels. And Michaels like, shut up. Once again, I'm back on top of the ladder where I belong. I hold my Intercontinental title, and tonight Undertaker won't come out of his rematch tonight with this title. When his Masayo trainer walks by, and then he just stops and he's like, if you win tonight, me and you, Madison Square Gardens, get ready. Masahiro Chono versus Shawn Michaels is going to be happening. It might be happening very soon. It'll be interesting to see. And then we have a 79B from Mr. Perfect and Gene Okerlund. Mr. Perfect's like, so Mean Gene, it's looked like you lost one interview, but I'm here. I'm the best goddamn wrestler on this roster, and all the losers do is cheer the other guy. And then last night, the entire fan base got angry when the Undertaker did not win. Well, tonight I'm going to show you all why you should consider the Undertaker as a loser. So 9B+, not bad. In about a fantastic and great wrestling, Rick Rude defeated the Bret Hart in 8:18 by pin for the Rude Awakening. Rick Rude 73, Bret Hart 75. Noah Quinn 74B-. In the next short match, the Ultimate Warrior defeated Jerry Lawler in 14:58 by pin the Running Splash. Jerry Lawler 54, Ultimate Warrior 73, Noah Quinn 69C+. After the match, the Ultimate Warrior celebrating his victory in the ring, doing all his ropes, smashing with wobbling the ropes with his belt over his shoulder, and then Teddy DiBiase runs in and just starts beating the living crap out of the Ultimate Warrior. 73B-. In above a fantastic heat and great wrestling, Shawn Michaels defeated The Undertaker in 8:15 by pin with the Sweet Chin Music. After the distraction from Mr. Perfect, Shawn Michaels makes defense number 1 of his WWF Intercontinental title. Undertaker 72, Shawn Michaels 71, Undertaker and Flying at 74B-. And then your main event of the night is going to be Savage and Sting versus Vader and Ted DiBiase. There is a storyline for Savage, but we're going to have to wait until next week to get that going. And in an exceptional match, Sting and Randy Savage defeated Vader and Ted DiBiase in 22-24 when Sting defeated Ted DiBiase by pinfall. Randy Savage 86, Sting 80, Ted DiBiase 72, Vader 90. No working limits at 83B+. That's where we end tonight's show. We're 79B, increased our popularity in 9 regions, only lost us 2 popularity in 2. We're going to hit the continue button and we're going to have a quick look and see what WCW did. In comparison, we've got some new storylines going on now until Survivor. Don't expect the Vader and Sting storyline to continue after Survivor Series. It's going to stop for a while, for about 3 months, and then I'm going to kick it up again. But yeah, I've got plans for Sting. It's going to. I've got a nice planned out storyline for Sting over the next few months to build him into a megastar. And WCW outdid us. They got an 84B+. So the Cauldrons defeat the Alley Cats, the Faces of Fear defeat Tex and Shanghai. They had no angles on the show. Hulk Hogan defeated Max Payne. Then Roddy Piper defeated Tito Santana. Then Haynes and Ric Flair defeated Bad and Jannetty. Marty Jannetty and Marco Romero, who is only on a pay-per-view appearance. He's not a very popular guy, but he's only on the pay-per-view contract. You're mine. Yep, let's get him on board ASAP. The other thing is Michael Haynes on a pay-per-view appearance as well. I know a lot of people ain't, but I know that some of them are. No, he is written. He's also the World Heavyweight Champion, which is a bit bad. But yeah, so they outbid us with that one. Sadly, we've got some great storylines going on. We're going to have a look and see what was going on there, why they didn't do any angles. But ladies and gentlemen, I'll thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Back here with some more Monday Night Raw. Welcome back. So it's been a day a day, quite literally a day since I last recorded. And we're back with Monday Night Raw. Hey! And I'm pretty sure about we've got 10,000 people at the DC Armory tonight. This is Monday Night Raw. In a breach about decent wrestling, but on cheat. Mankind and the Blue Bulls defeat Dom Dallas Page and Eliminators in 36, where Morris defeat John Chorus by pin of the chokeslam. John Chorus 42, Page Saturn 43, Diamond Paladin Page 54, Mankind 60, Ron Harris 49, and Don Harris 50. No work prints. So there's going to start being pre-shows on every week, so I can get most wrestlers on screen. Because my inkling is, if we don't put them on screen, they're not going to improve. In a decent pre-show match, Johnny Polo, the Steiner Bros, the Bushwhackers defeat Sid Vicious, Harlem Heat, and Nadine and Ownhart in 5:22, and Johnny Polo defeats Stevie Ray both from the Eve Evan Flow DDT. Butch 45, Luke 37, Scott Steiner 64, Rick Steiner 58, Johnny Polo 43, Vicious 62, Owenhart 56, Jim Nadine Hart 55, Ray 44, and T 45. Bushwhacker Butch is improving importance, 56C-. Not bad. In a short pre-show match, Tiger Mask and the Rock and Roll Express defeat Typhoon and the Head Shrinkers in 4:55 when Ricky Morton defeats Samu by from the diving crossbody. Real Gibson 57, Ricky Morton 57, Tiger Mask 52, Typhoon 54, Fatu 55, Samu 57. Tiger Mask and Ricky Morton in performance, 60C, not bad. In a pre-show DC Wrestling Bam Bam Big O, Dave Finney, Jerry Lawler, Stephen Reed on the Tonga Kid defeated Crush, Coco Beware, Conan, Rowan Down and Tommy Dream in 8:02, and Tonga Kid defeat Conan by putting the Simone drop. Tommy Dreamer 34, RVD 45, Conan 41, Coco Bear 48, Crush 58, Tonga Kid 50, Regal 55, Jerry Lawler 59. Dave Finley 47 and Baron Bigelow 71. Dave Finley in Rumble 61C. Nice. And in a decent pre-show match, Doz Cars, Brian Lawler, Big Boss Man Barry Horowitz defeat Benoit, Stan Hansen, the Gambler, and the Ringmaster. In 8:16 when Doz Cars defeat Chris Benoit both in the Doz Cars clutch. Doz Cars 40, Big Boss Man 69, Brian Lawler 35, Doz Cars 37, Ringmaster 65, The Gambler 44, Stan Hansen 77, and Chris Benoit 53. Bossman in Technical 63C. Not bad. I don't know what's going on with my throat, so I'm sorry, guys. The video airs hyping on Vader, Taker, Michael, Sting, Savage, Ted, Brett, and Ultimate Warrior. And then we open up the night with 68 C pluses. We go to the venue, we see Prygolf on the stage, and then the Undertaker's music hits. He comes out to the ring with Paul, and he's doing all his posing and stuff, and Paul goes, "Oh dear, last week someone took over and took away my Undertaker's chance to win back his Intercontinental. Oh no. Mr. Perfect, you have put a battle with the most dangerous man on the WWF roster. You have turned out that it was now you who must rest in peace. Oh yes." And then Mr. Perfect music comes, it hits, and he comes out and he stands on the top of the ramp and he's like, "Shut up, Paul. Your Undertaker's what's wrong with the WWF. You see, great wrestlers like me, and they're pushing this stupid bullshit. In 3 weeks of Madison Square Garden, this man, the man who is simply perfect, me, taking on an idiot, and I'm going to win. United's not over. I'm going to be joining Vader, so you're going to join Sting. I'll see you in the main event." Now, I kind of skipped forward a bit because I was trying to set something up, which you'll see in a bit, for the WWF to kind of get a bit, we're going to try and get one over on the WCW with a decent idea. Won't be surprised if Eric Bischoff starts copying us, because he does work, because we now declared war on him. But yeah, I will be bringing back Superstars, and I also will be bringing back, but yeah, I need to settle the Madison Square Garden show. But a 68C plus, that's nice. An extremely short match, Trudy Blanchard defeated Brian Pillman in 4:36 by submission. Brian Pillman 70, Trudy Blanchard 70, Brian Pillman in performance, 74B minus, not bad. In about subpar wrestling, a little heat, Alondra Blaze and Velvet McIntyre defeated Susan Sexton and Jacqueline in a 5-3, and Velvet McIntyre defeated Jacqueline by pinfall. We won't do gimmicks. Velvet McIntyre 43, Alondra Blaze 34, Jacqueline 35, Susan Sexton 47. No workarounds. All the others haven't started yet, but we have got a very nice, decent women's division coming to the WWF. 44D, not bad. A 77B from Arn Anderson. I should be giving him more mic time. Well, Rory's rolling, and tonight joining me now, Arn Anderson. Arn's like, "Look here. I've had it with stupid wrestlers like the Macho Man Randy Savage. You see, for years, I was tearing up all over the States. But people did not care. They wanted to see Flair and Randy. I was just a playing piece for all the big stars. So I'm going to make myself a mega star I should have been for ages, and that starts with Randy Savage." 77B. Beautiful promo from Anderson there. 77B. I can't complain with that. In a decent match, Ultimo Dragon, Juice from Thunder Liger, and Jim Bernzel defeat Doink, IRS, and Papa Shango in 801. Juice from Thunder Liger defeated Papa Shango by putting the Shooting Star Press. That is not how this match was meant to go. Papa Shango was meant to get the win, so I haven't got a clue why he didn't. Jim Bernzel 51, Juice from Liger 64, Ultimo Dragon 54, Papa Shango 50, IRS 58, and Doink the Clown 50. Jim Bernzel and Rumble 60C, not bad. And then Afu's backstage with Samu and Fatu, and he's like, "Look here, you stupid little sheep herders. You want to challenge my boys for their tag team titles? Now, as a Hall of Famer, I stand here with my boys doing what I once did, being tag team champions. And you Bushwhackers are not going to win these golds, and you'll never be able to beat these savages." 51D plus, nice promo. In a superb match, the Great Muta, Silent Storm, and Bret Hart defeat Rick Rude, Earthquake, and Rose Ramon in 7:45, and the Great Muta defeat Earthquake by pinfall the Shining Wizard. Bret Hart 80, Silent Storm 70, Great Muta 71, Rose Ramon 75, Earthquake 64, and Rick Rude 78. Earthquake in Technical, Rose Ramon in Technical 76B minus. Nice. And she's like, last week on Raw, Teddy DiBiase attacked Warrior, and he's joining me now. And Ted's like, this is not about the title. It's about someone coming here who thinks they can come back after standing in the ring with the enemy. I'm going to destroy this Warrior once and for all and be the world champion. And Gene, the offer is still there for you to be my personal ring announcer. I can't do Teddy DiBiase if you laugh, but you know the picture. It's only 3B minus. Beautiful. In a poor match, the Jet Set defeated the Dudley Boys in 6:18 when Eddie Guerrero defeated Bubba Ray Dudley by from the Frog Splash. Bubba Ray 37, Devon 41, Rey Mysterio 48, Eddie Guerrero 56, Bubba Ray in performance 51D plus. In a battle had fantastic heat and good wrestling, Yokozuna defeated Jake Roberts in 7:55 by pin of the Bonsai Drop. Jake Roberts 72, Yokozuna 62, no work appearance 71C plus. Shawn, yes, Jake Roberts is back from rehab. Shawn Michaels is backstage. He's like, Matt Chono, New Japan's golden hero. You think you can challenge me? Well, I'm going to show you I'm the true star. Your entire career has been a fluke. I'm going to show you how much this title means. I'm not letting it go. Now I got it back. You loser. 71C plus. In about that fantastic heat and great wrestling, Shawn Michaels, Ted DiBiase, and Arn Anderson defeat Masahiro Chono, The Ultimate Warrior, and Randy Savage in 7-7-7-12 when Arn Anderson defeated Masahiro Chono by pinfall with a springboard spinebuster. Savage 83, Ultimate Warrior 78, Masahiro Chono 67, Arn Anderson 83, Ted DiBiase 75, Michaels 71, Arn Anderson in performance 75B minus. Your main event of the night will be Undertaker and Sting taking on Vader and Perfect. So we'll get into that. In an exceptional match, Vader and Mr. Perfect defeated Sting and The Undertaker in 1954, when Mr. Perfect defeated Sting by pinfall by using on-time tactics. Undertaker 67, Sting 78, Mr. Perfect 81, Vader 90, Sting in Rumble 85B plus. That's where we end tonight's show. With an 80B, which increased our popularity in all 11 regions. We're starting to get the hang of it now. We've got out of that lump of tosh I was doing for SummerSlam and for the WrestleMania. We started to claw our way back into a decent show territory. That's the word I wanted to use. So we're waiting for this to load. There we are. We did it. Last night was the better show. We got 4.11, 386 on the show on NBC Super Channel USA Network. Not bad. Nitro was just behind us though. They got a 79B. We had a pre-show with Violent Conduct defeat Sex in Shanghai, Missy Hart and Hulk Hogan. Then they had a pre-match with the Barbarian and Haku. The Faces of Fear defeated the Top Dogs, which obviously is Haku and the Barbarian. Pre-match in Haku and the Barbarian, yeah. Pre-match interview with Blacktop, Bully and Honky Tonk Man. Lords of the Ring defeated Santana and Brooklyn Brawler. Ric Flair and Dynamite Kid, Shane Douglas and Kent Cole. Shane Douglas defeated Kent Cole to retain the television title. Terry Funk defeated Bob Cook, and then Hulk Hogan and King Kong Bundy. And Hulk Hogan defeated King Kong Bundy by DQ. Nice. So ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you again real soon. Next week it'll be another edition of Monday Night Raw. Welcome to Superstars. I really need to change the backdrop for this like we used to do. But yeah, welcome to Superstars. I'm not got around to it yet. We're at the Oklahoma State Fairs Arena tonight. This is WWF Superstars. We'll get a 78B. Very similar to what the WWE does and WWF did and other companies. They put all the big names on the video package and hardly ever appear on the show. Rick Rude is on the show though, before you judge me. But Yokozuna isn't tonight, nor is Mr. Perfect. I need him for Raw. But yeah, we open up the night in a decent match. Mark Marrero debuts defeating the Tonga Kid in 7:41 by pin the TKO. Tonga Kid 50, Mark Marrero. He's debuted his Wild Man gimmick. He's gone running great. He got 53. Tonga Kid and Flying in performance. TKO 55C minus. Nice way to kick off the night. In a bad sub Pro Wrestling All Heat Team ECW defeated the Dudley Boys in 5:52 and Salvatore Balmo defeated Bubba Ray Dudley by pin with a big splash. Bubba Ray Dudley 35, Devon 42, Salvatore Balmo 42, Sandman 35. Bubba Ray Dudley in performance 41D, nice. And then Rick Rude's backstage. He's like, "Look around. I came here to be the star. I should have been in WCW. I have come here to destroy the WWF and be the mega star, and I'm going to win tonight." Tonight in the main event, Jake Roberts, watch your back. 74B minus. Music video shown to promote the UK invasion. Of course, that's Stephen Regal and David Taylor. Esquires, they will be debuting next week. Next week on Raw or on Superstars, one of the two. In a table match, Susan Sexton defeated Cheryl Rusa in 5:35 by pin of the Bulldog. Susan Sexton 46, Cheryl Rusa 13. No weapons, 37D minus. I know some of the women are going to be shit, but that is the whole point of this women's division. We're going to build them up. We've got some decent women. We've got some decent women, and we're going to introduce you to them all. We've got Alja Kong, Alondra Blaze, Bison Kumari, Brittany Brown, Bull Nakuna, Nakunu, Showa Rusa, Jacqueline, Reggie Bennett, Susan Sexton, and Val McIntyre. All of them will be in a battle royal at Madison Square Gardens. For if you want to see the Madison Square Gardens card, it's here. Lioness and the Randy Savage, Battle Royal 10 woman Battle Royal. Masahiro Chono and Shawn Michaels, Mr. Perfect and The Undertaker. Sting vs Vader, Teddy vs Ultimate Warrior, and the Bushwhackers vs Head Shrinkers. All titles will be on the line that evening. 37D minus. In a decent match, Crush defeat Jerry Lawler in 6:34 by pin the Heart Punch. Jerry Lawler 57, Crush 54, No Work Bruins 59C. And then we've got our main event of the night is Rick Rude will take on Jake Roberts. In a ballad, fantastic and good wrestling, Jake Roberts defeated Rick Rude in 1956 by pinfall the DDT. Jake Roberts 64, Rick Rude 68. These two don't click and made for an awkward belt. Jake Roberts in Technical 64C, not bad. After the match, Jake Roberts celebrating and then Rick Rude just looks really annoyed and beats the living heaven shit out of him after the match. That's where we end tonight's Superstars with 63C. I'll see you guys in a few clicks from Monday night. Rah. Welcome to probably one of the worst Running Raws I've booked. Probably not. It's probably about par with what I have normally booked. We have got 10,944 people tonight. We've got an exclusive post show, which we'll see Warrior take on Vader, because they're not going to be in action tonight, because I need to get everything sorted since reintroducing Superstars, because I ain't planned it all. But about the Pro Wrestling, a little heat, Archie Kong, Bull, Nakuni, Jacqueline, and Reggie Bennett defeated Velvet McIntyre, Brittany Brown, and Bosun Kamina, and Alondra Blaze in 5-5, and Jacqueline defeated Bonzi Kamini by the Tornado DDT. Alondra Blaze 47, Bison Kamia 25, Brittany Brown 28, Val McIntyre 47, Reggie Bennett 29, Jacqueline 40, Bull Nakuni 47, and Arja Kong 42. Bull Nakuni in performance, Val McIntyre in performance of 42D. Beautiful. And then we see Warrior backstage, and she's like, welcome back to Raw, joining me now, the World Champion for the Ultimate Warrior. And Warrior's like, this is time for a challenge, but still, this is time for change. But still, Ted DiBiase thinks money will get him somewhere, when it won't. You see, live at Madison Square Garden, I'm going to show him I am the new and better Warrior, and I'm going to run wild on Ted in 2 weeks at MSG. So in 8B. In a extremely short match, Pavashango defeated Liger in 4:56 by pin the Voodoo Driver. Pavashango 58, Liger 65, no opponent 67C+. Sting's backstage is like, woo! I came in to be a name and make waves and take down Vader. Now 2 weeks, me and Vader main event the Garden. Now Vader, me and you know each other in the Garden, and in the Garden I topple the Giant, and it's going to be the biggest night in the main event at Madison Square Gardens, live on the USA Network and across the world. Will get to see me topple the Giant. So 9B. In a decent match, Steiner Brothers defeat Nadine and Owen Hart in 6-10, and Scott Steiner defeat Jim Nadine by from the Steiner Screwdriver. Owen Hart 54, Jim Nadine 53, Scott Steiner 66, Rick Steiner 64. Owen Hart in performance and Scott Steiner in technical 65C, not bad. The Bushwhackers backstage, so Butch goes, so we're not going to win. Okay, this is bull crap we have to deal with. We are the underdogs and it's going to be beautiful. And looks like Savages, this is a battle we won't give up on. And it's going to be us kicking ass and taking down the Savage Warriors. 44D. Beautiful. And Gene's backstage again, and he goes, well, welcome back to Raw. Now joining me now, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. And Macho Man's like, ooh, yeah. Anderson wants to take me down because me and become a star. He should be. This makes no sense to the Macho Man. He's a star. He's a star. People came to see him even when he's been an ass. He was the enforcer and people loved him. But now he's coming for me, and that's not going to help him. I know people love me. He's going to destroy his own career. But we'll see all that at Madison Square Gardens. So Savage's like, this makes no sense. Arn Anderson is a star, which he is. And he wants to come after me. That's not going to help his career if he wants to be a star, because everyone loves me. So we'll see what happens at Madison Square Gardens. Oops. But in a decent match, Mankind defeat Ultimate Dragon 829 by film the double arm DDT. Ultimate Dragon 55, Mankind 63, no worker in 65C. In a battle of great wrestling and good heat, the Ringmaster defeat Brian Pillman 810 by from the stun gun. Brian Pillman 73, the Ringmaster 71, no worker in 73B minus. Shawn Michaels attacks Masahiro Chono backstage, leaving him down and out. 69C+. In a battle of great heat and good wrestling, Shawn Michaels defeat Big Boss Man in 7:57 by pin with the Sweet Chin Music. Michaels makes defense number 2 of his Intercontinental. Big Boss Man 68, Shawn Michaels 72. Big Boss Man in performance 76B minus. After the match, Shawn Michaels celebrating his victory in the ring when Masahiro Chono runs out, beating up Shawn Michaels, getting his retribution from earlier. And our main event of the night is in a battle of superb wrestling and great heat. This actually do better than I thought it would. Mr. Perfect defeated Great Muta in 1957 by pinning the Perfect Plex. Great Muta 77, Mr. Perfect 79. That gives us an 82B main event. And after the match, Mr. Perfect gets up and he looks so happy with the win. He starts jumping up and down. And then the Undertaker's gone sound and the lights go out. And then and he's stood in the ring. He grabs Mr. Perfect, tombstones him down, and does his poses over him to close out Raw. It's only 3B minus. And after the show, in an exceptional post-show match, Vader defeated Ultimate Warrior in 1443 by pinning the Vader Bomb. Ultimate Warrior 74, Vader 89, Ultimate Warrior Performance 64C. That's where we end tonight's show. It gives us 79B. Show increased popularity in 9 regions, lost us only popularity in 3, which is not bad. We'll have a look and see how Raw did. Not a bad show. Quite happy with that. We've got one more Superstars and Raw in this episode, and we'll see how they fare, because we're going to be at Madison Square Garden. So as I said, I will still be doing WrestleMania 10 at Madison Square Gardens, even if we probably get more than that. So we outbid them again. 79B, sellout crowd, 4.4 on TV. But not a bad show. I was actually a bit worried about the main event, but I needed something to fancy that storyline. So what did they do on WCW? So pre-show, Johnny Gunn defeated Joe Cruz, Bobby Eaton and King Kong Bundy, then Dustin and Brad Armstrong. Dustin Rhodes defeated Brad Armstrong to retain the United States title. Terry Funk and Jimmy Snooker, Jules Brown defeated Van Hammer. Brawl involving Barry Windham and Ric Flair. Stan Lane defeated Shanghai Priests. Backstage with Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper and Missy Hart. Bill Aaron defeated Tax Salziger. And then Michael Haynes and Jim Duggan. And Michael Haynes defeated Jim Duggan to retain the heavyweight title with a 69C main event. We did not beat them on B shows. They got the Face of Fear defeat Tex Channing and Bob Backlund defeat Tony Atlas, and then we had that show, which, I think it was quite a good episode. We'll see you guys again next week for another edition of Monday Night Raw. So this is what WCW does for Full Brawl. Hello everyone, welcome. We're going to have a quick interlude here. This is probably a bonus episode before Raw and SmackDown. We're doing a little bonus. Quick one. So pre-show, Brooklyn Brawler defeated Al Proof. Z-Man defeated Fury in the pre-show. Then Tex Sleazer defeated Brad Armstrong. The Conspirators defeated Violent Conduct. Bundy, Velvet and Atlantis defeated Walker Rage and Joe Cruz. Brad Armstrong, Powers and Jules Strongbro defeated Lance Simmons and Johnny Gunn. Virgil defeated Carmilla. The Blacktop Bully defeated Steve Armstrong. Lex Luger defeated Eric Rotz. Shane Dollars defeated Tanaka to retain the television title. The Face of Fear defeated the Coltrans, and then Mark Haynes defeated Bruce Beefcake, giving them a 57C main event and then a 60C overall. That is shit when you've got people like Ric Flair and Hogan on your show card. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you again in a few ticks for Superstars. Welcome to Superstars. Hello everyone. We're around about, we've got our mega event this coming Sunday night. I'm playing as Paul Heyman at the moment because I want to hire Sabu and Dutch Martel to both the WWF and to ECW. And they had a great show this past weekend, what I got to book, which is nice. That's why I sometimes go in as a different player, so I can play as a different company, book another show with their wrestlers. And they did quite a good show at ECW, which featured 2 of my guys, 2 of our main eventers, Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, taking it out at each other in the main event. But yeah, Rick Rude, not on screen for some reason. Last week, live on Superstars, I lost my match with Jake Robertson. This time, it won't be that easy when I come, and I'm going to kick ass. See you in the main event. Crush. 75B minus. I didn't know who he was going to face in the main event. I now do, so I can add that in. In about a decent wrestling retreat, the UK Invasion debut, defeating the Jet Set in 641 when Dave Taylor defeated Eddie Guerrero by pin of the bridging fall away slam. Well, I say debut. Steven Regal's been on the roster for a while, but Dave Taylor has now appeared. Rey Mysterio Jr. 51, Eddie Guerrero 61, Dave Taylor 41, Steven Regal 60. Steven Regal in performance and Dave Taylor in flying, a 57C minus. In about that subpar wrestling, a little heat, Archer Kong defeated Alondra Blaze in 702 by pin of the Brainbuster. Alondra Blaze 46, Archer Kong 41, 46D. A music video show to promote the Dudley Boys, and then a one for Mankind as well. In a decent match, Mankind defeated Mark Marrero in 6:31 by putting the double arm DDT. Mark Marrero 53, Mankind 64. No work improvements, a 65C, that's not bad. In about a decent wrestling win on cheat, the Dudley Boys defeated Rock and Express in 8:11 when Bubba Ray Dudley defeated Ricky Morton by pinfall. Robert Gisman 58, Ricky Morton 56, Bobby Ray Dudley 36, Devon 42, Devon in technical and flying, and Ricky Morton in rumble and performance 54C minus. A video plays hyping up Crush versus Rick Rude at 61C. In about that great heat and decent wrestling, Rick Rude defeated Crush in 2025 by pinning the Rude Awakening. Crush 51, Rick Rude 78. Crush was visibly timing towards the end, that's fine. No work for him, 67C plus. That is a nice little match. We end the show there with 65C overall. I am quite happy with that show. That was quite a good episode of Superstars. It's the B show, and we're building stars. You know, the idea is we have a main event guy like Rick Rude on the show every week, so you'll get to see one big main event on the week show every week. But in the middle of the card, like the UK Invasion, Jet Set, Alja Kong, London Blaze, the Dudley Boys, Mankind, and Mark Marrero, they're all future stars, or they're future stars we're trying to build, and they're going to be appearing. And this week on Raw, we've got a huge main event, and I will promise you this: we all get to see Randy Savage, Shawn Michaels, Vader, Sting, all 4 big storylines. So it's going to be a 10-man tag. So you'll get to see the world title, the world title, the Intercontinental, the Ted DiBiase, the World Championship. All those storylines are going to be rolled into one big main event match tonight on Raw, because we need to compete with WCW. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you for this mega episode of Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Superstars. We'll see you on Raw. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. These are results from Monday Night Raw being held by the World Wrestling Federation. There's 11,000 people at the MSJKH Arena tonight, and this is a fun time for me because once we get to... I'm looking forward to it once I start getting into 1995 and May time when I start doing your houses. It's only 8B. And you get 70C plus for this. We got to the venue, Pryor go off and a sexy boy music hits and Shawn Michaels Titantron plays and he comes to the ring looking great. Really? You got a crush on him, Josh? No, because I ain't gay. Last night I kicked Bret Hart's live in ECW and that show was fire. All the fans here were crap. I got cheered. I came here and got booed. It's bullshit. Look, here, you see this means I'm the Intercontinental Champion, and that means I'm one of the top dogs in WWF. And this Sunday night, Masahiro Chono is going down, because he's not going to win this title. Then we hear Chono's voice, he's on the Titantron, and he's calling Shawn from the back over on the Titantron, how they used to do it. Tonight, we've got a huge main event, so don't tune out. But hey, Shawn, see me? Well, that title's going to look great around my waist. What will happen this Sunday night live on USA? You see, Shawn, the only reason you got cheered in ECW, they're a smaller company, and they're going to cheer the WWF guys who are mega stars. This is the WWF. We don't need you. We don't need you. And they won't. They don't need you. See you Sunday. 70C plus. Well, this is a good match. In about that decent wrestling membership, Bull Nakuni defeated Velvet McIntyre in 7-12 by putting the guillotine leg drop. Bull Nakuni 52, Velvet McIntyre 45 for Bull Nakuni in performance, a 53C minus. Nice women's match. In about a great heat and decent wrestling, Sergeant Slaughter defeated Razor Ramon in 7:05 by pinfall. Razor Ramon in performance, Slaughter is 66, Razor Ramon 62, 70C plus. Nice. Joining me now, the WWF champion, Vader. And Vader's like, shut up, Gene. Now, Sting, I ain't going to rise to your bait. Look, man, I'm coming here to be a star. Eric has just wanted Flair and Hogan. He was going to make me drop my title to him when he signed him. Yes, to Hogan, that stupid freak like you. I'm not going to lose this Sunday night in Madison Square Garden. I'm going to kick your ass and Vader bomb you straight to hell. 76B minus, not bad. In a decent match, the Harlem Heat defeated Steiner Brothers in 8:51 and Booker T defeated Rick Steiner by from the Towering Inferno. Stevie Ray 52, Booker T 51, Scott Steiner 65, Rick Steiner 61. No work improvements. 63C, nice. And then Gene's like, welcome back. Now the man who keeps trying to buy me, don't ask. The answer is no, Ted DiBiase. Bit of comedy there. Look around, Gene. There's a war on, and we are winning. is even if they are 2 hours and only 90 minutes. This past week they had a pay-per-view, and even ECW was a better show with Michaels on Brett Wrestling Live in ECW. You see, it's like this: you have your big stars, me, Shawn, and Vader. Then you have your small fry, but fans think of stars: Brett, Warrior, Sting, and so on. This Sunday Night Live, I'm going to kick Warrior's ass in that ring and be the WWF World Champion. And Gene, I'll give up asking you, so I'm going to ask Jim instead. Jim, if you want to be my personal ring announcer, you're welcome to it. It's only 3B minus, and he just walks off. In about Fantastic Heat and Great Wrestling, Bret Hart defeated Earthquake in 808 by pinfall. Earthquake 68, Bret Hart 80, Earthquake in Rumble and Technical 76B minus. The Head Shrinkers are back. The Head Shrinkers and the Bushwhackers have a massive brawl backstage. In about a decent match, the Blue Bros defeated the Nasty Boys and Team ECW in 808 when Ron Howes defeated Jerry Sags wiping with a H-bomb. Jerry Sags 58, Brian Knobs 54, Salvatore Balmoon 40, Sandman 43, Ron Harris 52, Don Harris 52, Sandman in performance. So I can't remember if I think it's Jerry Sags who is the current reigning defending ECW World Champion. So I brought the Nasty Boys back for one night only. And about Pro Wrestling in Little Heat, Kenta Kobashi defeated Doink the Clown in 636 by pinfall of the Brainbuster. Kenta Kobashi is ace gimmick below average. Doink the Clown 51, Kenta Kobashi 35, Kenta in performance and Doink in performance 49D plus. I knew that match would suck. And then Paul Bearer's backstage. Oh dear, Mr. Perfect. Last week we proved what happens when you provoke The Undertaker, and now you're facing the conquest for this. The consequences for this, I am sorry. But this Sunday, The Undertaker is going to make you rest in peace. Oh, yes. C5C. Beautiful. And in an exceptional match, Arn Anderson, Mr. Perfect, Shawn Michaels, Ted DiBiase, and Vader defeat Masahiro Chono, The Undertaker, Ultimo, Sting, and Randy Savage in 24-42 when Shawn Michaels defeat Masahiro Chono by putting the street to music. Savage 84, Sting 80. Warrior 75, Undertaker 72, Masahiro Chono 74, Vader 90, Ted DiBiase 77, Michael 74, Mr. Perfect 83, and Arn Anderson 77. Vader in Flying and Ultimate Warrior in performance, only a 75B minus. Interesting. As we end tonight's show, a 74B minus and lost its popularity in 6 regions, increased our popularity in 7. I think the WCW who have got the edge this week. I'll have a look. I'll also have a look at the champions, the current reigning defending champions in ECW as well. Because I don't change that. I just book the shows. I don't change the champions when I'm booking shows for ECW because that's not fair on them. They have a plan, and I'm not going to take that away from them. I'm just trying to get Sabu and Dutch Martel signed to them. So there we go. WCW won last night, not a surprise. 8B Plus, they had a skit involving Terry Funk and Jim Duggan and Jim Powers. Then Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker defeat Chris Walker. Then Missy Hart and Ric Flair, Black Top Bully and Honky Tonk Man, Lords of the Rings defeat Texan Shanghai. Pre-match with Z-Man, Greg Valentine went to no contest with Z-Man. Then there's a skit with Roddy Piper, Barry Windham, Hulk Hogan. And then Ron Simmons defeated Babe Cook. Michael Haynes, Ric Flair and Jimmy Snuka and Ricky Steamboat. Michael Haynes and Ric Flair defeated Snuka and Steamboat to obtain the World Tag Team titles in a 91. Yeah, I'll give WCW that one. They won this week. That is a fair thingamy. We'll have a quick look after the pay-per-view. The fucking pay-per-view they did this past week. That's all I'm saying. It was shit. Let's go to World Championship Wrestling. A minute, I'll show you the flipping show. Well, you already seen the show. It was shockingly shit. You saw it. It's there. 60C. I don't see any Hogan, no Flair or anything. Maybe a Lex Luger. And then I'll show you the ECW show, which I booked as well. I'll admit to booking it. It's a regional company. At the moment, ECW champions are Brian Knobs, JT Smith and Rockin' Rebel, and then Bubba Ray Dudley's the current reigning defending television champion, which is quite cool. At the moment, then they've got quite an interesting roster, like Joey Lawler's on there, Masahiro Chono's there, Ultimo Dragon's on the roster, but he's injured for the next 6 months, I've paid for his surgery. Tiger Mask 2, the Tonga Kid. There's a few people, as I say. But as I said, I lent them for Anarchy Rules. It was on Sunday night. The Tonga Kid defeated Ray Apollo. There was an interview with Jerry Lawler. The Nasty Boys defeated the Violent Playboys. The Midnight Express defeated Murder Inc. Easy Rider defeated Sandman. Jim Burnsville, Salvatore Bollamore, and Glenn Obson defeated Tony Sets, Pitbull 1 and Donnie Allen. The Great Team defeated Larry Waters and Tommy Drew to retain the tag titles. An angle video hyping up involving Devon Dudley and Bushwhacker Butch. Bushwhacker Butch defeated Devon and Bret Hart vs. Michaels music video and then Shawn Michaels defeated Bret Hart. So that was ECW for you. That's what we're dealing with. And ladies and gentlemen, in 5 days' time, it is Madison Square Gardens. It is live, and it's the final part of this episode. We'll see you in the garden very soon. The World Wrestling Federation is in a deep demise. We might lose the Raw for the next 8 months, if not longer. But the decisions have been made to cut back on drugs and steroids, and that means a lot of wrestlers are not here tonight, and they won't be for some months. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWF in Madison Square Gardens, live on the USA and NBC Super Show. We've got 20,000 people tonight, which is quite good, but a lot of matches have changed, a lot of storylines are changing direction, and a lot of plans all my plans heading up into WrestleMania have had to change. And you will find out why in the opening angle. But in a pre-show subpar wrestling, a little heat. Dave Finlay, David Taylor, Dutch Martel, and the Tonga Kid and Papa Shango defeat Barry Horowitz, Dos Caras, Tommy Dreamer, Sabu, Kenta Kobashi in 7:54 when Papa Shango defeat Kenta Kobashi by the Voodoo Diver. Kenta Kobashi 40, Sabu 35, Tommy Dreamer 35, Dos Caras 37, Barry Horowitz 41, Papa Shango 52, the Tonga Kid 49, Dutch Martel 36, David Taylor 47, Dave Finlay 52. No weapons. I'll show you everybody who is not going to be here for the foreseeable future, and I'll show you how long they're going to be out for after this show. In a decent pre-show match, IRS defeated Diamond Dallas Page in 8:24 by the stock market crash. Diamond Dallas Page 50, IRS 52. No work points 54 C-. In a decent pre-show match, Jerry Lawler, Typhoon, and Jeff Jarrett defeated Rob Van Dam, Rey Mysterio Jr. and Jim Bernzel in 7:33, and Typhoon defeated RVD by the running splash. Jim Bernzel 52, Rey Mysterio Jr. 49. Rob Van 48, Jeff Jarrett 36, Typhoon 56, Jerry Lawler 54, Typhoon in performance 52 D plus, and he was a weak link to get some performance, so Jeff Jarrett can stay down in the developmental territory. In a decent pre-show match, Nadine Hart and Owen Hart defeated Steiner Brothers in 7:37. Owen Hart defeated Scott Steiner by submission and sharpshooter. Scott Steiner 60, Rick Steiner 58, Owen Hart 58, Jim Nadine Hart 59. Scott Steiner in flying is 63C. And then the pre-show Addy's wrestling with a cheat. Mark Morero defeated Hunter Hearst Helmsley in 8:29 by the TKO. Hunter Hearst Helmsley and Mark Morero have pretty good chemistry lifted the match. Hunter Hearst 43, Mark Romero 55. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, welcome back to the main roster. We get 50-75 B- for this. Hello and welcome to the Garden. Now tonight, a lot of WWF stars are seeking help for addictions and are in rehab. They include some of the mega names who are meant to perform here tonight. We wish them a great and speedy recovery and rehab and be back soon, better than ever. And Monsters like, these decisions have not been made lightly, but it'll be the best for them. I'm always like, so tonight we hit the reset button, but don't worry, tonight's card is stacked and Brett will take on Roy and we've still got Sting versus Vader, but the rest of the card has changed a little bit. At 35 B-, I've had to make some decisions. Masahiro Chono's not here tonight because New Japan decided to do a show, so I'm going to have to go in as them and take all their shows off Sunday nights, because as part of our Rick agreement, I told them they're not allowed to do shows on a Sunday, and they're still doing it. In a bout of a great heat and decent wrestling, Yokozuna defeat Crush in 11:18 by a pin for the Bonsai drop. Yokozuna is now the WWF Intercontinental Champion. Crush 54, Yokozuna 62, no work permits. It was originally going to be put onto Masahiro Chono, but because he's not here tonight, he can't have it. So, Yokozuna's the Intercontinental Champion. That is one of the wrestlers, and I think he's going to be gone the longest, is Shawn Michaels. I do know he's out for 9 months. In a decent match, Koko Beware defeated Mankind in 9:53 by pin of the Bird Buster. Koko Beware 42, Mankind 67, Mankind in performance 63C. In a decent match, the Rock and Roll Express defeated the Blue Brothers in 8:08 when Ricky Morton defeated Ron House by pin of the double drop kick. Robert Gibson 54, Ricky Morton 54, Ron House 53, Don House 55, Ricky Morton in performance 57C-. In a poor match, Bull Nakuni defeated Runner Battle Royal in 14:40. The other members of the Final Four were Velvet McIntyre, Jacqueline and Susan Sexton, with Velvet McIntyre being the final elimination. Jacqueline got the most eliminations over the course of the match. Bull Nakuni wins the WWF Women's title. Bull Nakuni in technical and performance, Jacqueline in Rumble, Velvet McIntyre in technical. I'll give that match a credit because they say it was a bit in a poor match, but 54C- isn't poor in my opinion. In a decent match, the Head Shrinkers defeated the Bushwhackers in 12:49 when Fatu defeated Bushwhacker Luke by pin with the double diving headbutt. The Head Shrinkers made defense number 6 of the WWF World Tag Team titles. Bushwhacker Butch 52, Luke 40, Fatu 57, Samu 61. Butch in performance, Samu in performance of 57C-. In a good match, Brian Pillman defeated Stan Hansen in 6:15 by pinfall the air. Pillman, Stan Hansen 72, Brian Pillman 65. No work points, only 3B minus. In about DC Wrestling World Sheet, the Eliminators defeat Team ECW and Harlem Heat, and the Dudley Boys in 8:11 when John Curtis defeated Booker T by the total elimination. So the Eliminators win. Steve Ballmore 46, Sandman 51, Stevie Ray 50, Booker T 50. John Curtis 45, Perry Saturn 45, Bubba Ray Dudley 47, and Devon 48. Booker T in performance of 51 D+. In a superb match, Sergeant Slaughter and Jake Roberts defeated the Ringmaster and Truly Blanchard in 8:13 when Sergeant Slaughter defeated Truly Blanchard by pinfall. Jake Roberts 77, Sergeant Slaughter 70, Truly Blanchard 68, Ringmaster 71. No work burns. Ringmaster and Truly Blanchard exclamation team together. 76B minus. This show's not too bad. In an exceptional match, Arn Anderson defeated Randy Savage in 14:38 by submission. Arn Anderson 77, Randy Savage 70-80. No work bonus 81B. In about fantastic, great, good wrestling, The Undertaker defeated Earthquake in 15:01 by pinfall the Tombstone. Earthquake 65, Undertaker 66. No worker bonus 69C+. He's taken over. In an exceptional match, The Ultimate Warrior defeated Bret Hart in 1938 by pinfall the Running Splash. The Ultimate Warrior makes defense number 2 of his WWF World Championship. Bret Hart 80, Ultimate Warrior 75, no work points, 76B minus. And in our main event of the night, Sting versus Vader. In an exceptional match, Vader defeated Sting in 30 minutes 16 by the Vader Bomb. Vader makes defense number 5 of his WWF Championship title. Sting 82, Vader 94, Vader improving in performance, and 87B+. I can't complain with that. That's where we end tonight's show with an 83B+. That is better than what I thought would happen. We're going to give it to Vader. I'm going to give it to Sting. I'm also going to give it to someone I'm going to give it to the Ringmaster. I'm very impressed with Steve Austin tonight. So he's going to be complicated on his good performance tonight. Right, so we're going to head forward. We're going to have a quick look at what happened last night, see where Great Match of the Era Trainer was, and if it is New Japan, I'll quickly go in as their head booker and quickly put all shows on Saturdays and weekdays when we're not doing shows, because that was a part of the agreement, the same as ECW do theirs on the weekend when we're not doing ours. That's what they have to do. So the Italian Stallion, the talented scientific wrestler, spent a long time in the NWA in the 80s, particularly the Georgia area. So there have been names like Jerry Lawler and stuff like that. Oh, there's a cat. I've just seen a cat come upstairs for the first time since Gemma left for work this morning. Anatonia Anuki. Anukiism, loyal to Thingamy. WWF Madison Square Gardens, we got sellout crowd. 2.81, less than what we get for Raw, but fans enjoyed it, so that's good. New Japan Golden Tour? Yeah, so it was a New Japan Golden Tour. Right, I'll deal with that later. But yeah, we've got some more incidences. I'm going to have to go and deal with them ones next. We've already got nothing. So Ted DiBiase, Papa Gene Oakland, alright, I'm going to have to deal with all them as well. But yeah, we've got Bam Bigelow, he's in rehab. He's in there for 7 months and 3 weeks. Big Boss Man is down there for 5 months, 3 weeks. Brian Lawler is in there for 4 months, 3 weeks. Chris Benoit's down there for 6 months, 3 weeks. David Boyd's still got 36 days. He's been in rehab for a while. You'll notice he hasn't been on screen for ages. That's because he's down there. Doink the Clown is in there for 4 months. Eddie Guerrero 7 months. Johnny Polo 8 months. Conan's down there for 7 months as well. Mr. Perfect's in there for 6 months. Razor Ramon 6 months. Rick Rude 7 months. Road Warrior Hawk will be back tomorrow. And we'll see how he's doing after that, because of course we had him for a while performing. We do need him really. Shawn Michaels is now only in that, he was there for 9 months originally. He's now only got 7 months and 3 weeks left. Same as Rick Rude, 7 months and 3 weeks. So not as long as I thought. Sid Vicious 4 months 3 weeks, Stephen Rugal 8 months 3 weeks, and Ted DiBiase 5 months. So you can see we're not going to be seeing any of these guys for a while, unless they suddenly come back. We're going to have to start doing some of this, but I'll do that off camera. But that's your end of this episode. I'm sorry for it to end on a slumber note like everyone's in rehab, but what else can you do when they're doing drugs? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you again real soon.